Why did you sit at home among the sheepfolds to hear the shepherds whistle for their flocks? Yes, in the tribe of Reuben there was great indecision. Judges 5:16. A brave, bold, and courageous judge in Israel once posed a question to the tribe of Reuben. In Judges 5:16, a tribe that should have been the foremost by birth, but had lost its rightful position due to instability and indiscipline. Israel is a chosen and beloved nation by God. Their lineage traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to whom God promised the establishment of a great nation and the inheritance of the land of Canaan. In the Bible, the nation of Israel is a descendant of Jacob, later renamed Israel. His family migrated to Egypt, where they became enslaved by the Egyptians. Through divine intervention, Moses freed them, and they settled in Canaan. God chose Israel as a people to represent him to the world, and to serve as a light to the Gentiles, reflecting his purpose and glory. God called Israel to be a kingdom of priests, tasked with demonstrating God's ways and drawing other nations to worship him. Israel conquered and settled in the land of Canaan under the leadership of Joshua. Their inheritance was divided among the tribes. As time passed, the elders of Israel who knew God died, and a younger generation emerged that did not know him. Israel became unfaithful, lawless, idolatrous, disobedient, and stubborn. They became prey to the neighboring countries, afflicted, oppressed, humiliated, and subjected to servitude. This principle remains unchanged. If a nation or individual despises God's law and lives in sin, the consequences of sin will always be the same. Sin will pursue a sinner until judgment day and will open doors to attack and humiliation from the enemies. The nation of Israel continued in a cycle of failure due to their stony and stubborn hearts when they cried for help, and God raised deliverers known as judges. The judges are individuals or leaders whom God inspired to arise during times of oppression or conflict to deliver the Israelites. A time came when the Canaanites oppressed Israel for 20 years, causing the Israelites to cry out to the Lord for help. During this time, the king of Hazor was able to tyrannize the Israelites, who through their sin had lost all their advantages against the Canaanites. Jabin, the king, and his general, Sisera, severely oppressed them. The Lord sold them into the hands of Jabin, king of Canaan, who reigned in Hazor. Sisera, the commander of his army, was based in Harosheth. God raised a woman judge named Deborah, a warrior, and empowered her for a divine assignment. Deborah was a woman of illumination and splendor. Deborah judged Israel during the time of Jabin's oppression and was willing to fight for her people's freedom with God's help. Although Deborah was not personally fit to command an army due to her gender, she appointed Barak of Naphtali, a capable leader, to lead the fight. Barak had faith in Deborah and insisted he would not go into battle without her support. Deborah called for assistance from all the tribes of Israel. Some tribes responded and joined the fight, while the tribe of Reuben did not participate due to indecision. With God's guidance, they achieved victory over Jabin and Sisera, and Israel enjoyed peace for many years. Deborah then sang a song of victory in Judges chapter 5, recalling the Lord's triumphant march toward the promised land. All opposition fell away before the majesty of the Lord God of Israel, and Deborah expressed her gratitude for the support and help she received during the war, including that of the governors of Israel, who willingly helped. The Reubenites are the descendants of Reuben, the firstborn of Jacob Israel. Reuben was seen as having the excellence of dignity and power, the beginning of his father's strength and might. However, as the oldest son, he was supposed to receive a double inheritance, but Reuben lost his extraordinary birthright and privileges due to his instability and untrustworthiness. He dishonored himself by sleeping with his father's concubine. In Genesis 49:3-4, Jacob proclaims about him, "Reuben, you are my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Unstable as water, you shall not excel, because you went up to your father's bed. You defiled it. You went up to my couch. Jacob's prophecy for his firstborn states that because of Reuben's transgressions, he would no longer excel in his birthright. His past action directly affected his present and future. It's essential to think deeply before making decisions. Consider the outcomes and their impact on your life. By this time tomorrow, the decisions or actions you take today will become part of your past and will shape your future. Can we say that Reuben's unstable character was passed down to his descendants? Deborah challenged the tribe of Reuben in Judges 5:16, questioning why they remained in their comfortable domestic settings rather than joining the battle against the Canaanites. They were sitting among sheepfolds, listening to the sounds of flocks and the music of sheep herding, which implied a lack of involvement in the conflict and great internal deliberation. This tribe chose neutrality, disengaging from the situation instead of taking action at a crucial time. Their preoccupation with their sheep business became a hindrance to serving the Lord. They pretended they could not leave their flocks and preferred to listen to the bleating and whistling of the sheep rather than take responsibility. Additionally, there was division within their tribe, and they lacked cooperation. As the oldest tribe, they should have assumed responsibility and made quick decisions. They struggled to agree on who should go to battle or who should lead, remaining divided in their opinions about the war. Other tribes, such as Gilead and Dan, were also uninvolved. In contrast, the tribe of Zebulun were people who jeopardized their lives to the point of death, and Naphtali did the same on the heights of the battlefield. Ephraim and Benjamin, among those with whom Deborah lived, also bravely acted. The prince of Issachar stood beside Deborah and Barak. Time does not erase history. The goodwill and kindness shown today can have a lasting impact on individuals. Watch your actions. Why would the tribe of Reuben stay back at the time to fight for their liberty and freedom? The first tribe in Israel by birth, not by responsibility or determination to be a vessel unto honor. It is very sad that throughout the Bible, no notable descendants or outstanding exploits came from that tribe. End-time Christians, warriors of this age, where are you? We are supposed to be fighting the battle of the Lord currently, to be spiritual gatekeepers in our churches, homes, schools, and everywhere, standing in gaps as intercessors, spiritual legislators, warriors, faithful ambassadors of the cross, unstoppable armies, marching to victory. End-time battle axes, rise and pay the price to sharpen your discernment, consecration, and spiritual skills. Rise, together we can fight the good fight of faith and win. Let us draw a clear line between our faith and the world. We are not like them, and we cannot become like them. Indecision, or being neutral, is dangerous. Our enemy is still active in his battle against us. Now is not a time to quit or sit unconcerned like the tribe of Reuben. Isaiah 52:1-2 Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Shake thyself from the dust, arise, and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. Daughters of Zion, stand firm, fight for your home, your soul, ministry, and the souls of people committed to you. Isaiah 60:1-3 Arise, shine, for thy light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For, behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising upon you. Rising and stand out for God's battle. God bless you. Rise and be involved in the battle of the end time. Kindly subscribe, like and share this video.